Okay guys, spring is in the air. It's gonna be like a high of 50 today. We had that yesterday too. And I think everyone here is feeling a little bit free. Free to go outside. We're feeling free from the snow. And we have a project to do today. So our two Great Pyrenees both had puppies. They had, between the two of them, there's 12 puppies, and they've been in the barn. And now we need to get them outside in like an outside kennel area where they can run around and be a little bit more free. So since it's not as cold anymore and the backhoe is fixed, we are going to start making a dog run for them that's kind of connected to our shed. We are getting ready. We are going to put some cattle fencing up. This heavy duty wire gauge stuff here. And we have to buy a few more from our Cal Ranch or a farm supply store. But we need to get this area all prepped. So we're scraping it all down, and we need to dig a spot for 5 posts that will support all of the cattle panels. So, oh Seneca, do you want to rock? You want to rock? Okay, ready? She just wants to fetch those rocks. So here we are.
This shed here was the first thing we built up here on the property. Before we had the shed, we were always worried about leaving tools, and we needed something a little bit more permanent. So we decided to build this. We built this, I think, in 2 days.
Yeah.
I had prefabricated the panels in my shop in Las Vegas. We brought them up, put it all up, and that way we had somewhat more secure to keep our tools.
Well, not just secure, but it's like every time we came up, we were bringing 2 chainsaws, gas, a generator. So then there was like hardly any room for us and anything else. So it was basically a place we could put a camp stove, some chairs, and that way we didn't have to bring that up every single time, and they weren't in the elements. So
then we turned it into, part of it was a chicken coop, and we decided right now we don't want chickens while our life is still crazy. But we decided we need a place where the dogs can go when we're out, or
sometimes when we have people up, it's a lot for them to be, when they are not used to any dogs, to have 6 dogs. And so it's nice to be able to have a spot where they can have their little home and have a dog run where they can still be outside but yet be contained and not attacking other families and friends who come up to visit.
So we've been trying to think of a good spot to put it, and we thought this shed would be good. We can make a kind of a doggy area in there. They can get in and out of the weather, and when we need to have them contained, they have a nice spot where they'll be safe and have everything they need. Right now we have a bunch of puppies too, so I think this will be good to bring the puppies over here. They can kind of get out and play, and they're not in our big barn. In order to do that, we need to make our dog run over here. So we're going to use 16-foot cattle panels and use posts that we have cut from trees here. So I think we need to dig holes for, I think, 5 or 6 posts. I'm going to lay it out right now, and we'll have Lincoln dig that with the backhoe. We have an auger that goes on the tractor, but this is so rocky that we have not had any success digging holes. We go through a shear pin about every 3 inches. So we found it easier just to dig a big hole with the backhoe. Lincoln likes doing it, and we'll set the posts in there and get it all secure.
Yeah.
So in order to find the location of the poles, I'm going to use a long tape measure. I'll measure out 15 feet off the barn and do a line in each corner. And then I know that since the barn is 20 feet long, if we come out 15 feet, the diagonal will be 25 feet. So I'll measure 25 feet off each corner, and that will tell us the exact location of the posts for the corners.
posts right there are lined up. The barn. These ones are pretty awesome.
Do they love you?
See those claws?
This is the fencing we want to use for these posts. These come in 16-foot long pieces, and we want to be able to stick them down into the ground. So we're cutting off the bottom piece. So normally it's like this, and I'm cutting that off so we can kind of jet this down to the ground. That'll do two things. That'll allow us to put it in a little more level. Not that it really matters, but I want to have it a little bit more level, not at a slant. And it also allows us to kind of step it down to the ground, so if they try to dig, it will help them stay stuck in there. So I'm going to just be over here cutting the bottoms off all these pieces, and then we can use this strapping and put them in. If you put it right above it. Okay, Harrison, we're going to put the straw in here for the puppies. What? We're going to put the straw in here for the puppies. Take a piece like this, take it over, and shake it like this. Does that look like fun? Take it like that. Yep, good job.
Okay, here it is.
Okay, I got him.
Puppy paradise.
McKinley. This is the wider
We can rigged up like latch here.
I know that's what I want. I'm trying to hit that.